video is brought to you by... Do you want to look cool when your crush walks in front of you? Try Head and Shoulder. This podcast is all about the separation of church and state. From a historical perspective, the principle of separation of church and state was a reaction to the union of church and state, which was expressed in patronato real and royal patronage. This was operative in Europe and in the Philippines for 3 centuries under Spanish colonial rule. The patronato was based on the principle of the state choosing an official religion and the state obligation to support such religion. This means providing financial support for the clergy, the building of churches and monasteries, and the defense of the church against her enemies. Thus, there is no prohibition for the church or any religious group from involvement in the political sphere. Even members of the clergy can run for public office, although church law does not allow this. The church is not just the clergy, it is also composed of lay people. All the members of the church can freely exercise their civil rights and obligation as citizens of the country. This includes participation in the electoral process and opposing acts and policies of government that run counter to the common good and the moral values exposed by the church. It is, therefore, preposterous to say that the church cannot get involved in politics due to the separation between the church and the state. This means that the government official cannot just tell members of the church to stop attending worship services or to stop giving financial contribution. It does not allow any government official to dictate to the clergy what to preach and what not to preach. It does not allow the state to compel priests to break the seal of confession. It does not require the permission or approval of government officials for the church to carry out her mission. Get the confidence to get closer with all day freshness.